and welcome to Lavonne's Kitchen. Today in the kitchen I'm cooking a stir-fry surprise. And it's a surprise because guess what? I'm gonna let you guys name this dish for me. So, you know what I need you to do? If you're not already a subscriber, I need you to go out there, hit that subscribe button, and what that allows you to do is come on my channel, talk to me, comment, dialogue with me, and that's how we're gonna name this. You're gonna go into the comments and we'll talk, and you'll let me know what you think and why you think it should be named what you name it. Okay, and then we'll pick a name, and it won't be a stir-fry surprise anymore. It'll be what you name, and I'll of course go out and thank all the people who submitted names, and definitely a big thank you to the winner. So today's ingredients, let me do this first. I have a skillet. I'm going to heat up my skillet while I tell you what my ingredients are. So I have some red peppers diced up, some orange peppers diced up, a small onion diced up, 1 can of sweet corn. Well, I've got some olive oil that I put in my pan. That's what I'm heating up. And then I have some broccoli. I have 1 very large chicken breast. I have some Polish sausage. And I have a pot of white rice cooking on the stove. For those of you who have not seen my video about cooking white rice, go out there, check it out. It's called How to Cook White Rice. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this go ahead and heat up. I'm going to slice up my sausages. I want these to be kind of small. Even though I'm putting them in the skillet, I'm not going to fry them. I'm going to put them in the oven. So let me chop these up, and I'm going to chop them up small. But what I want to do is I want to mix them with my peppers and onions and let all that cook at the same time in the oven. Remember, I'm all about that quick, easy, and tasty cooking. So this is going to be quick because it's going to be in the oven, and while it's in the oven doing one thing, I can be out here cooking and doing something else. So I'm going to chop all of these up. Like I said, I'm going to do them small. And I just put a little bit of oil in the pan because the sausage will give off some oil itself. But the only reason I put the oil in there is until the sausage starts to give off that oil, I need some oil in my vegetables. Okay, so my oil is heated up. And what I'm going to do first is go ahead and put my vegetables in the oil. And then I'm going to put the sausage on top of that, mix it all in there, and put it in the oven. Hear that sizzle? Yep, that means my oil is ready. I'm just going to mix these up first, and then oh, that smells good. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my sausages in there. And I could just let this cook right here, but if I cover this up and put it in the oven, it's going to come out a lot more juicier. And I want the meat to be nice and juicy, those juices to mix in with those vegetables. All right, there we go. So as you can see, it's all mixed in. I'm just going to go ahead, put a lid on here, and put it in the oven. So my sausage is in the oven. I put it on 375 degrees. I'm going to leave that in there for 30 minutes, and I'm going to start my chicken. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and heat up my pan. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this fat off of this chicken. It's just 1 chicken breast. It's a boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm gonna take some of this fat off of here. Look at this. I like to clean it up. I want me a nice, pretty chicken breast. And what I want to do, I want to cook it fast. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it in half and make it a nice thin piece of chicken so that it'll cook faster. So we're gonna season it up. A little black pepper, A little salt, both sides. My pan should be getting nice and hot. I can feel a little heat. So what I'm gonna do is put a little oil in here. You see, I won't touch anything with this hand because it's touched the chicken. You don't want to touch things that have touched raw chicken. So I'm using my right hand for everything because my left hand I'm using to touch the raw chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna just take these and cook them on both sides for about 2.5 to 3 minutes on each side, and they'll be good enough to be put into the stir fry. You hear that sizzle? There you go. So I'm gonna let those cook on on each side for 2.5 to 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. You see how they have all of this extra on them? I'm gonna cut all of that off. See, all of that's not necessary. So when I cut all of that off, it breaks into 3 smaller pieces. I want it to be in smaller pieces. So I'm gonna chop all of these up like that. This is a really good meal. It has everything in it. You've got your proteins because you have the sausage and the chicken. You have vegetables, you have corn, you have broccoli, all those peppers and onions. You can add mushrooms to it if you like. I usually do, but I don't have any today. It has everything in it that you need. It's a one-stop shop meal, and it's delicious too. Okay, my broccoli is all cut up and my 3 minutes are up. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my chicken. See? And let that cook for another 3 minutes on the other side. Now this one piece is bigger than that one. It's a little thicker, so it may have to cook a little bit more than 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that cook. My sausage is in the oven cooking. So my chicken breasts are done, as you can see, but what I'm gonna do now is put them on the cutting board and let them rest for 5 minutes. If you let your meat rest for 5 to 10 minutes after cooking it, it distributes the juices, and so you'll have moist, you want your meat to be moist. So I'm gonna put these on here, let them rest for 5 minutes, then I'm gonna chop them all up. So my chicken breasts have rested. I'm gonna go ahead and dice those up. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get my handy dandy big stir fry pan and heat it up so that we can start putting everything together. So I've got my chicken. Next thing I want to do is go ahead and take my peppers out of that oven and put those in there. The peppers and sausage. Oh, that smells so good. So as you can see, the peppers cooked, the onions cooked. Look at all that nice juice in there. So what I'm going to do is transfer all of this into this pot, a bigger pot, because I'm going to add a lot of things to it. I'm going to add my chicken. Give that a stir. I'm going to add my broccoli. Give that a stir. Add my corn. I'm going to pour the juice off of this corn though. Then I'm going to season it with a little salt and pepper. Oh, I wish you could smell this. Now I'm gonna cover this for 3 minutes, just 3 minutes, so that that broccoli can steam a little. Then I'm gonna add my rice. Okay, so we have everything in here. We let that corn cook a little bit. We let the broccoli steam a little. So now we're gonna add our rice. This lid isn't hot, thank God. So I'm just gonna add about 3 cups of rice. Mix that in here. And then I'm gonna season it one more time. Make sure that my rice is seasoned. I'm gonna turn this down just a little. I'm gonna put me a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, and this time I'm gonna add just a little of my Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Basically, everything in here is already done, so all I have to do is mix it all up, and then it'll be done. Now remember, I need you guys to go in my comments and tell me what you want to call it. I call it a stir-fry surprise. So, the title is going to be the surprise. So I need you guys, go in the comments, come back and tell me what you want to call this. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, and it's ready for us to taste. So I have me a plate, and I am going to plate me just a little, just to taste it. Oh, it smells so good. Look at that. Oh, it's hot, steaming. I love broccoli. I love vegetables. I want a piece of the sausage, a piece of the chicken. Let's see if I can get it all at once. Well, can't get it all. I'll come back for a piece of chicken. But I do have some of the corn and the broccoli, the rice and the sausage. Only thing's missing is some mushrooms. That would be good. Mmm. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That's really good. Surprise. All right, so you guys tell me what you're gonna name it. Is it gonna be a stir fry? Is it gonna be a vegetable dish? Is it gonna be sausage and chicken something? You got, oh, this is good. You gotta tell me what you're gonna name it. Is it gonna be a rice dish? What category are you gonna put it in? Okay, well, I'm going to continue to eat this because this is good. In the meantime, you guys go out there, find me a name for my stir-fry surprise, and I'll see you guys next time in the kitchen. Bye.